What's up, guys? CKHubb here. I've been wanting to do a slab video for a while. These are like all of my slabs. Some I have listed, some are on my PC. But I want to go through like some of the different grading options that are out there. Um, there's a lot of different grading companies, and I'll show you really a lot of the lower end grading companies according to everybody, like Burbank and Card Vault and Talon Sports and Santiago and Tarver and Gucci Ribs and really Brian Pierup, all Kings of Cards, Jeff Wilson. Watch all their videos, and a lot of them talk about grading. And it's really cool. They kind of give you a breakdown of, what's a good one, good company, and really if you're PC in it, does it really matter the grading company? It really matter. It really matters in the way you look at it and what you want to see in a slab. Um, One of the more reasonable ones is AGS, Automated Grading Systems. They want about $10 to $20 to grade, but if you do more, you can get lower prices, obviously. Now, GMA is another one um, that has pretty reasonable, but they have a 20 card minimum. But there's like 8 for a 100 plus card submission. You can do $8 if you do a 100 card submission. So, and their slabs are really nice looking. So here's a few GMAs that I picked up. I haven't used them, like sent any cards into them, but like this is my Jack Cags 9. This is my Wyatt Langford Perfect Gem Mint black, chrome black, top's chrome black, pretty solid. And then this Jackson Dart Gem 10 Bowman Chrome U. Like the really nice slabs. I like the clear. I like the black and gold. Um, and then the backs that has all the QR code and everything, just like the other ones. It tells you all the different specifics. So that one's pretty reasonable. It's a nice looking slab. Usually it's around $10 to $20 to get graded. Now CGC is another reasonable one. They're closer to $14 to $17. You got to do a 10 card minimum with them, which isn't bad. And this is a CGC slab. It looks a little more basic, but it's still a pretty nice slab. It's not as big as some of the other ones, like if you compare it to like the size of an SGC slab. But it's, really nice looking slab, really nice and clear. The back is kind of blah, but still really nice looking slab. Degree, I haven't used them yet. They have the green colors on theirs, and sometimes they color match some things. They're pretty reasonable. They're about $15 to $25. They have a 10 card minimum. Unless you do your first submission, you can get 5 cards for 50, which is actually a really good deal. Tag is another one. It's an all automatic. It's I guess a virtual or a scanned image. They scan the image and they do it with the AI or whatever. I heard it's pretty decent, but I haven't done any myself. They have a 10 card minimum. They're about $20 to $30. Now Beckett, they used to be the gold standard. Everybody loves some Beckett, and their slabs are still fire to me. So this isn't a grade, but this is the authentication of this Wyatt Langford auto, on card auto. And then so here's a grade, and they put all the subgrades on there, which is nice. I do like the subgrades. So they're pretty fire. You can see all the subgrades. This is my nice Lindor rookie. And then I had this Berry 9, which is huge. Huge Berry 9. I love that one. Berry rookie. In the back they have the, little blurb about them. So Beckett is still to me is a really beautiful slab. And they're $15 to $18 per card. I don't know what their minimums are. SGC, now this is what they call the tuxedo slabs. And these are the one, I think PSA bought them out, and they have 15 to 85 depending upon the value of the card, which I don't really like that some of these trading companies do that, but this one's 15 to 85, and they have some nice tuxedo looking slabs, very classic looking. Back's pretty basic, just has their embossment. But you can see, they're pretty solid, has their little gratings on the side. I had some pretty cool tuxedoed up. Like that one looks really nice in a tuxedo. Honestly, it depends on the card for me, whether I want it in that black and white or black and silver kind of slab. Like these silver chrome cards look nice, really nice against that, and like any of the foil cards, like this gold one looks really nice in there. Even the sepias, look how that sepia looks in there. Sepia looks fantastic. The colorful ones, they probably might look better in a clear case to me, but they, not bad. And then like this Gunner 10, just a basic. Now this one looks fire in there with that gold and that sparkle and that shine. That looks really nice. And the fireworks kind of pops in there. That fireworks, disco fireworks is really nice. No huddle prism, I guess that's what they call this one. Really nice. Now we'll go into the cream of the crop, everybody's favorite, get the most value out of grading company, PSA. They're around $22 a card. And like if you have a PSA account, it's like 20 card minimum. So that's like a $400 or $500 investment every time you send cards in. And they also do the upcharges if you have a really high value card. So like if you're throwing in a downtown or really expensive card, vintage or whatnot, it's super expensive sometimes. You can get like $1,000 bill after the fact if you have come out with a super valuable card. And their value is pretty reasonable, but they also do a buyback program now, so which is really nice. So here's some of my lowest grade is a 6. Willie Mays 73 tops in the Mets uniform. That's why I got that one. And then this Mando looks nice in there. The Mando will probably look good in a tuxedo as well. Now these, the black and white, Shutter Speed, Shohei Ohtani, really cool, 2023. Those are nice cards. That one's at 8. And of course, I had to get this one. I had this one as a kid. Graded out of 8. Really nice. Really nice card. And then here's all my 9s. Got some really good 9s. Adele, Pete Alonso rookie. Pete Alonso mem patch with the 86. 86 throwback. Alvarez. Now that one looks really nice with the orange and black around there. Just these labels, red and white, is kind of blah to me. And I got the Banchero, another Cags on a 9. Those are pretty fire. Got another Cags. Boom, Prestige, Daniels. Now these mosaic prism ones look pretty cool in those PSA slabs. But I think people get the PSA less for like how good their card looks, or more for keep their value. Those Griffies are nice. Like these speckles look pretty nice in the clear cases. Now this chrome would look good in the tuxedo as well. Jordan Love. One of my favorite cards to collect back in the day was 87 Donruss of McGuire, Pearsall, Otto, Singer, Skeens, Soto. And then Waddle. And of course the GOAT, Serena Williams. The GOAT. On 9s, Worthy. And of course the 10s. These are a lot of these are my PC, these 10s. I do PC the 10s a lot. And there's like Alonso, another Alonso, Bader, Banchero 10, another Banchero 10. A lot of nice 10s in there. This one's just a Hoops, but it's still pretty nice looking. Hoops 10. Another Ventura. That one's really nice. That blue prism. Then the Sepia 10. Bichette. And then we have this nice Leaf Auto. Mackenzie Gore. And this one's a pop 1. Because it's out of, I think it's out of 5. Or out of 5. These Electrum Avenue. Super low pop. This one's got a low pop too, this Pink Lava 10. But Lagway was benched last night, which was unfortunate, but he's still my guy. Still going to keep his cards in my PC. And of course, Langford, Willie Mays, Malik Neighbors 10. This one's I need to see. I might end up selling this one, we'll see. His market's like hot right now, but that's a rookie Gem Mint 10. Anthony Richardson, Juan Soto. Those Sotos are pretty hot right now too, all the Soto 10s. And then boom, Mark Vientos auto. Really cool auto with the orange ink, Waddle, and some more goats. Some more goats there. And then we'll go through some of the lower end. So these are companies that I don't even know some of these companies. I've heard of some, like CCG I've heard of. They're pretty reasonable. $10 to $15 most of these are going to come out. Here's another CCG. It just looks kind of basic, black and white, which is fine, if you like that. Just want to get a card graded to put in your PC and get it sealed up. Blink Neighbors 10s, no big deal. And then these ones had like the gold with the black, these BGGs. And I first thought this was Beckett, but it's black gold grading, which I had never heard of. And they have some nice looking slabs. I don't know what their cost is. I didn't look these guys up, but this one's gas. I think they're reasonable, between $10 to $15. CSG, another one, has the subgrades on there, which is really nice. And then the Gem Grading Company is like, in the early days, just everybody came out with a grading company, I guess, because that's an early grade right there. And then we got this Diamond grade, Gem Mint 10, Jackson Dart, which was cool. APG, never heard of them. GMA, definitely heard of them. I think I showed you some other, this is a different type of label for them. Another GMA. And then this one is SPA, which they were doing a lot of college grading, I guess, of college cards, because I have several of their college cards from the SPA. Tim Tebow 10, Chris Leak 10, and then this one's International Sports Authentication, and they are doing some grading, and that was a really nice. I got this in like a bundle box that came with like several different graded and authenticated cards, and like this was another one that came with it. This Altuve Artist Proof, and then there's Alvarez Gem 10 on Sideline Grading Company, and then there's another, I don't even, First Graded Grading Company, another Alonzo on that. And that's it, man. Those are all the graded cards. Let me know what you think of grading and what companies you might want to use. Some of the smaller ones are cheaper, good for PC to just slab them up so they stay protected forever. But, you know, if you're looking to move cards, obviously PSA is still one of the top out there. So let me know what you guys think. CKHubb rips. Let's go.